All right, friends, welcome back to the Hurry Up. It's December. It's cold outside. It's windy.
Cold.
It's breezy. Everybody's going to get sick. Be careful. Bundle up. Stay inside and watch football. That's the best place to do it. A lot of stuff.
Good advice.
A lot of stuff to get to this week, including this morning's big announcement. Adam Thielen, Walter Payton Man of the Year nominee.
Yes, the nominee for the Panthers this year. A well-deserved honor. You know, Adam and his wife Caitlin started the Thielen Foundation several years ago, back when they were still in Minnesota, and have brought it here to the Carolinas now that he's been in Charlotte with the Panthers for the past 2 years. They do so much. They do a lot of different programs through the Thielen Foundation. They're about to kickstart their Salvation Army here around the holidays again. But one of the biggest ones is that they use a program called Change Through Sport that they've created to provide weight rooms for schools that maybe don't have one, or theirs is a little downtrodden. And I think it really kind of speaks to who Adam Thielen is. You know, this is a guy that got into the NFL on a tryout, not even as just a UDFA signing. He was a tryout player. He was a practice squad guy his first year and has really worked his way up to be a Pro Bowl receiver. He holds a couple of NFL records for 100-yard receiving games. And he did that through working hard, and he wants to help the next generation do that as well.
Yeah, and proof that he's embedded in his community. After spending a decade professionally in Minnesota, his whole life in Minnesota. The last one was at Harding High School right here in town. So cool for Adam, great honor for him, puts him on the list with a lot of the greats here who have also earned that nomination. But we try to show you the whole person here at Panthers.com. And in addition to all Adam's great works on and off the field, Adam Thielen is the great trash talker in this room.
You got it burned. You got it burned too. You had that weak release. That was a touchdown. You didn't guard nothing. I just work here.
Never words I thought would be associated with Adam Thielen.
It's fantastic. We talked to a bunch of guys about him, and in addition to being a great teammate and a great receiver who can catch things one-handed, you know, in ways no one else can, he yaps at opponents. And guys talked about how that made him a culture setter around here, and he brings a little juice. And you could see it the last couple weeks against Kansas City. That PI call he drew in the end zone, he was like, yeah.
I don't know if you've got quite the juice to do it, but that was a really good impersonation.
You know, I'm fighting a cold. I don't have Adam Thielen level juice here today, but I'm doing the best I can, trying to bring it Adam Thielen style. But a lot going on this week. Heading to Philadelphia this weekend. Doesn't get any easier, does it?
No, you're only going to face the #1 rushing attack, the #4 overall offense, and, oh, by the way, the #1 defense in the NFL, a defense that's also third in sacks. I mean, why not? Why not go after the toughest team in the NFL right now, and the team that objectively perhaps is playing the best in the NFL right now?
Yeah.
I think this is going to be an interesting matchup because, you know, and I asked Jero Evero about this today, what does it do for a defense when you know what the offense is going to do? Everybody in the stadium, everybody watching, everyone on the field knows that the Eagles are going to run the ball.
Right.
You just got to bow up and stop it. And that's certainly going to be a task this week, especially with Saquon Barkley. And then Jalen Hurts, who has even more rushing touchdowns than Saquon Barkley. So not an easy task, going to definitely be one of those every hat to the ball type of weeks.
Yeah, her credentials as football person established by her use of bow up in a sentence. We like that. This is kind of a play free. I mean, you know, the Panthers going to have to play hard this weekend, obviously, against a team the caliber of the Eagles. But they have been playing with a certain style the last couple weeks, and they're starting to find themselves. They are getting to that point as a team where they are starting to learn what they want to be when they grow up, and you've seen that the last 2 weeks. They're playing freely. They're playing with a confidence that we hadn't seen from them previously, and that begins with Bryce Young. He's making throws against pressure that we hadn't seen out of him earlier this season or even last year.
And this is, again, with this Eagles defense, it's going to be interesting because they do like to get into the backfield a lot. But we've seen Bryce over the last few weeks really handle not only the blitz, but just pressure in general really well. Can he keep that going again? And they have 2 rookie corners, which normally would make a quarterback's eyes light up, but they've been playing really well.
These two.
Right, they've been playing really, really well. But you have to assume at some point, you know, just the law of attrition might catch up. I think there are certain things we thought about this game at the beginning of the year, maybe even the middle of the year, but the past couple of weeks have shifted my perspective of how this game might play out a little bit.
Yeah. And plus, it's Philly, so it's throwback weekend. Eagles
Yeah.
DC, Vic Fangio, the original defensive coordinator on this team, along with senior assistant Dom Capers. So we'll have throwback weekend there. We'll remember NFC Championship game in Philly. We'll all do the Deshaun Foster reaching out over the goal line a little bit. We'll have it all for you here on Panthers.com. So for now, I'm Darin. She's Kassidy. This has been The Hurry Up.